everyone, welcome to Bleed Electrical. I'm here back again with another interesting video on electrical drives. In the last video, I've already explained to you about series and parallel starting of traction motor using two motor connection. In this video, I'll be discussing on four motor connections. So let's get started. Now with four motors connected in series parallel starting, we have three probabilities. Okay, there are going to be four motors. So let us see. All these four motors can be connected in series. So let me write S. Or we can also have the combination like two series in parallel with two series. That is how you cover all the four motors. So two motors can be connected in series, and the combination of these two motors in series can be connected with a combination of two motors in series as parallel. So this is also possible. And another could be all four motors connected in parallel. So these four things are possible. Now because of this, the instant of time will be changed. Correct. So here the instant of time can be treated, since because we can have only even number of motors. We can't take three motors. Okay. So here the instant of time will be T by 4. And remaining T by 4 over here. And for this four motors across or parallel, we will be having T by 2 as time instant. Now what about voltage? The voltage will also subsequently increase from 0th value to V by 4. Okay, and here also from 0th value to V by 4. Similarly, okay, as was increasing in the previous case. And from V by 4 to V by 2. Okay, now this voltage is now increasing from V by 4 to V by 2 because it is ending over V by 4. So here it should start at V by 4 and end at V by 2 because the voltage is gradually increasing. And then finally the voltage should increase from V by 2 to V. So this is how you have to solve this. So in four motor connection you will be having the corresponding result. So in four motor connection you can split it up as three parts. Okay, initially the voltage is increasing from 0 to V by 4 and the current will be I because all of them are in series, so the current will be equal. Okay, and the time taken will be T by 4 seconds. So you can see already I have highlighted this. So voltage is 0 to V by 4 and the current that is drawn from the supply is I and the time instant is T by 4. Then in the second part, the voltage is increasing from V by 4 to V by 2 and the time in instant will be T by 4. Time instant is T by 4. And what about the current? Here the current is going to change because there are two paths now for the current. Okay, so the current will split up. Okay, so here if the current 2I is flowing, then only it will be splitted as I and here I. That is why the current drawn from the supply will be 2I. And finally, you have four branches. So there has to be 4I over here. Okay, so the current drawn from the supply, here also I should flow, here also I should flow, here also I should flow. So all these I will make necessary that the current drawn from the supply should be 4 times I. So this is the only change over here. You find the current is now 4I, whereas the voltage should increase from V by 2 to V instant in a time instant of T by 2. Let us understand this with the help of the diagram. So here you're having part A. In part A, all the four motors are connected in series. So here you find that the input current is I. The voltage initially across R external is V. And the voltages across all the motor is 0. And then this voltage increases to V by 4. And the voltage across the external resistance reduces to 0. And what about the voltage that is taken from the supply? It is V. Now taking part B, we have two motor series connected in parallel with two motor in series. So here The current that has been taken is 2 ampere because now it is getting divided into two branches. Then here the voltage across the external resistance initially is V. Then the voltage finally across the external resistance is V equal to 0. And what about the voltage at the motors? Initially it is V by 4 and finally it increases to V by 2. And the voltage taken from the supply is V, whereas the two currents I are going through each branch. Let us check out with part C. In part C, all these motors are connected in parallel. Let us check. The current across this will be 4I because there are 4 branches and the current needs to get distributed in these 4 branches. What about the voltage across the external resistance? It is going to be V initially, then it reduces to V. V is equal to 0. Here the current is getting splitted as I and I. And what about the voltage? Initially it is V by 2 and finally this voltage is increasing to V. The voltage across the motor will increase from V by 2 to V in time t by 2 seconds. So if I look at the derivation, all the average value has to be added as we know in series and parallel every connection. Okay, so here because number of motor is 4, so we are multiplying by 4 or else you can take it out common and then add all these things. So initially the voltage was increasing from the 0 value to V by 4. Then we saw it was increasing from V by 4 to V by 2. Now it is finally increasing from V by 2 to V. So this is the difference you find in the energy being utilized. So this is the value. And then T instant is T by 4 and finally it is T by 2 as I have explained to you earlier. So then finally you get this expression 2 VIT watt second. And what about the energy input? The energy input is V into I into T by 4 plus V into 2I into T by 4 into plus V into 4I. Now what is the difference? Initially it was in series, so the current was I. Then the current was twice of I. The current got increased. Then finally the current increased to 4I. So this is the only difference, and time instants will be the same as in the energy utilized, and this is the energy input. So what about the efficiency? So efficiency, overall of efficiency is energy utilized upon energy input. This is the energy utilized and this is the energy input. So let us substitute both the values. So we get 72.72%. That means the efficiency has now increased. In case of two motor connection, what was the efficiency? It was around 62%. Now it has increased by 10%. So increasing the number of motor ultimately increases the efficiency, the starting efficiency of the motor. So understanding this with the help of a characteristics. So here we have V with respect to T. Here you get this value. Here you have V by 4, and finally V by 2. In what time duration? T1, T2 and T3 let us say. So here the time instances are different. Now here if I consider this margin to be my losses in the motor. So this margin stands for energy lost in the motor. What about the upper triangle? This indicates the energy lost in the controller. So you found here the space again is vacant. That means the efficiency is now increased and the losses is getting minimized. And what about the lower triangle? The lower triangle gives you the energy utilized by the motor. So here is how you can solve n number of numericals using this characteristics, and it will give you n number of information. Like it will give you the energy lost in the controller, this characteristics will give you the energy lost in motor and energy lost by the and energy utilized by the motor. So this is how we solve. Now advantages of series and parallel starting. The first advantage is that when you start using more and more number of motors, the efficiency goes on increasing as compared to the plain rheostatic method in which the efficiency was only 50%. Then It can have different economical speeds. It can have two motors. With two motors the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3, and with four motors the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 4. So on and so forth. For six motors it will continue. Okay, then for same power input the torque of different magnitude can be obtained, and torque in parallel combination is 1/4. So we have already studied about this in unit number 1. Okay, so in series combination it is 4 times. Okay, in parallel combination it is 1/4, and in series combination it is 4 times. So torque can be increased and decreased subsequently, so as the speed. Okay, so owing to low energy loss in the starting rheostats, they are not of cumbersome size also. And the main difficulty, okay, the problem associated with this is the loss in the starting rheostats. Okay, they are not so associated in series parallel control is obtaining a satisfactory method of transition from series to parallel without interrupting the torque. Okay, so transition is one of the greater issues when we consider series parallel starting. Okay, so leaving smaller units, it is quite inadmissible to open the circuit to affect the changeover. But when it comes to more number of motors, it becomes a little complicated. So that's all about series parallel starting. See you in the next video lecture. Thank you. Keep watching.